A lot of people hear bibliotherapy and assume it belongs in two places: a clinic or an academic paper. Neither is true. Most of it actually happens at home, quietly and without any formality. On beds, sofas, kitchen tables, in that slightly chaotic hour before sleep when your brain is too tired to perform anything properly. So today is practical. No theory unless it earns its place. How to build a bibliotherapy practice at home. First thing, you don't start with books. That sounds wrong if you've spent any time around reading culture. But it's the only way this works without turning it into another optimization project. You start with attention. Specifically, noticing what your attention is doing when nothing is being asked of it. Most people don't do this. They go straight to lists, best books for focus, anxiety, productivity, healing. But bibliotherapy is not about fixing a reading list. It is about observing your internal state and then choosing literature that can meet it without friction. So step 1 is simple. Check in, not performance. Ask, what is my mind actually like today? Not the identity answer, not I'm an anxious person or I am a reader. More like, is my attention scattered, flat, restless, overactive, tired in a specific way that feels like it has texture? That matters more than any genre. Step 2. Translate that state into reading conditions. Not recommendations, conditions. If your attention is fractured, you don't need complexity, you need containment. Short forms, essays, poetry that doesn't require memory retention across pages. If your attention is dull, you don't necessarily need comfort. You need something with slight friction. Not emotional overload, just enough texture to create contact. If your attention is already overloaded, you need reduction. Simplicity, books that don't ask you to carry too many threads at once. This is where people often expect a list, but there isn't one, because the same book behaves differently depending on who is reading it and when. That is the part most reading culture skips. Step 3. Read slowly enough to notice when you leave. This is the core practice. Not speed reading, not completion, not even comprehension in the usual sense, attention tracking. You will notice things like rereading the same sentences 3 times, or suddenly thinking about something unrelated and having no memory of the transition, or reaching the bottom of a page without retaining anything. That is not failure, that is data. Step 4. Write after reading. 1 page, not an essay, not content, not a reflection that tries to sound like insight, just a record of what happened between you and the text. Sometimes it will be a sentence, sometimes it will be nothing coherent, sometimes it will be frustration that is still valid. The point is not articulation, the point is noticing. Step 5. Repetition without guilt. Most people assume a good practice means variety. Different books, different ideas, constant novelty. Bibliotherapy often moves in the opposite direction. You can stay with the same book for days, weeks even, not because you're stuck, but because repetition stabilizes attention. It removes the pressure of reorientation. There is a reason people reread the same novels during certain periods of life. It is not intellectual limitation, it is cognitive safety. If I had to reduce all of this into a simple structure, it would be: notice your state, match reading conditions, read slowly, write briefly, and repeat. That's it. No transformation promise, no productivity angle, no hidden system. Just a way of using reading that actually accounts for how attention behaves in real life, not in ideal conditions. And if it feels too simple, that's usually a good sign. Complicated systems tend to belong elsewhere. That's how you build this practice at home for yourself. Now go write it all down.